It used to be in the NFL you didn't have trades. Now everybody trades. And you have all these aggressive young general managers in the NFL, and they're like trade happy. Les Snead, Howie Roseman. That's just the way the league works now. It's very much like the NBA. It gets your fan base riled up. And there used to always sort of be like, Jimmy Johnson was kind of the guy that created the trade. He made more trades in 1 year with the Cowboys than the New York Giants had in the history of their franchise. It just opened up. The game's more fun. The GMs in the NFL are big gamblers, and we've got a lot of player movement. And so I was going to say, these aren't the best teams in the league. These are the most fascinating dramas that I think could be big or a mess. These are the most interesting watches in the NFL for me. Okay, so here's the top 10.
Number 10.
Arizona. So I get Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray for a second year. They added DeAndre Hopkins. They also drafted a guy many think is good but could be a bust, Isaiah Simmons, the Clemson. They don't know what to do with him, but he's a ridiculous freak athlete. They were a mess defensively last year. They gave you 402 yards a game. Everything's a shootout. It's the only way they can win. They've upgraded the defense, but not that much. They're going to be the wild games. They also face an unbreakable schedule. 9 teams on it that were 500 or better. This is going to be the shootout team in the league. I'm not saying they're going to win a bunch of them. Wild fun to watch Arizona.
Number 9.
Denver. So I like Drew Lock. 4-1 down the stretch. Only lost to Kansas City. But what I really like is Elway has gone all in on offense. They went and got Melvin Gordon. They drafted Jerry Jeudy, 2 wide receivers in their high picks. They also went and got A.J. Bouye, corner, and Jarrell Casey. But you can sense that Elway knows we're not going to stop Kansas City. We got to get some firepower. And they went running. They already had a good running back. They went running back, quarterback with a big arm, wide receivers, Fant the tight end. I think Denver's going to be better offensively than anybody thinks. And I think they match up now pretty well with Kansas City.
Number 8.
Baltimore. I think we're looking at potentially a 16-0 team. Year of COVID, no OTA, maybe no preseason. Teams that know what they do well are going to win a lot of games. And I look at Baltimore right now, and they don't take the playoff game. They were the best team in the NFL week 1 through week 11. And then a little bit at the end, a couple injuries, league caught up to the offense a little. People think Lamar's going to regress. I am not. Baltimore 8.
Number 7.
Cincinnati. It's the Burrow story. You all think he's great. He's been compared to Brady, Joe Montana, LeBron James, and Peyton Manning. I think he's Tony Romo and doesn't have quite Tony Romo's arm. They did add, they drafted T. Higgins, and they got A.J. Green back, and Jonah Williams was an offensive tackle from Alabama, really good, got hurt. I do think they'll score some points. I just think they're going to get buried in a brutal division.
Number 6.
Green Bay Packers, Jordan Love. I mean, clearly Matt LaFleur is building a power team. They drafted a running back, a quarterback to threaten Aaron Rodgers, and 3 interior offensive linemen and a blocking tight end. That was Matt LaFleur, had influence. He's clearly building a football team that doesn't lean into Aaron Rodgers. It takes the ball out of the hands of Aaron Rodgers. We're going to get a snarky Aaron Rodgers if he goes in a 2-game losing streak, and I am here for it. I think Green Bay is going to be good, but this team is not, it's not Mahomes, it's not Lamar, it's not giving more weapons. It's like, we're going to take the ball away from you. Very interesting to see how it works.
Number 5.
Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott and Mike McCarthy. And now it's Dak on a franchise tag. I think he could have a nice season. I really do. Maybe it's Jason Garrett. But let's see what it looks like. CeeDee Lamb added. So now it's a very good wide receiving core. Offensive line's getting older. What's that going to look like?
Number 4.
Cleveland Browns new coaching staff. Last year, Baker Mayfield was an abject disaster. If he struggles this year, he's gone. He's made too many miscues off the field. He was last in passer rating in the NFL among quarterbacks that started every game, and they figured out their offensive line. There are no excuses now. This is a really good football operation on the offensive side. There are no excuses. 2 backs, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, 2 tackles. This is a real football team. No excuses or Baker's done.
Number 3.
Miami Dolphins with Tua. Listen, he's going to play early. He's going to hit it in practice, and nobody's going to sit around watching Ryan Fitzpatrick. This team was very interesting down the stretch. They have solved their tackle issue, Austin Jackson. They went and got Matt Breida at running back from San Francisco. Defensively, Byron Jones, the corner from the Cowboys. Kyle Van Noy. And we know the head coach can coach defense. If Tua plays, watch out. This is going to be a lot of fun, and I think they're a dark horse playoff team.
Number 2.
Cam and Belichick. Totally different personalities, totally different styles. We've never seen Belichick, his entire career, pocket quarterbacks. Here we go. Here we go. I don't know what it's going to look like. Cam doesn't have a ton of weapons. My guess is run-centric, and they're going to go back to Cam years 1, 2, 3, 4. Cam, you're going to take some shots. We're going to look like Baltimore. We may even run the ball more than Baltimore. I think that's what they're going to do. This is going to be this is Cam year 3.
Number 1.
Tampa Bay. I mean, aren't we all going to watch this? I mean, there's revenge. There's I told you so. Gronk, Evans, Godwin, Brady, Arians. Tom's breaking into houses down in Florida. Good God. Now you're saying, what about the Kansas City Chiefs?
Or the Niners.
They're both going to win 12 games.
Yeah.
Well, Kansas City's going to win 14, 13, or 12.
There's no element of chaos to them.
Or San Francisco.
Yeah.
They're going to get to the conference championship. I mean, they just are. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.